So this is the 2-minute review of improved timestamp method involving nominal, spatial, and temporal ionospheric gradients for GBAS in Hong Kong. I'm Wang Li from the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. We know that under nominal ionospheric condition, the spatial gradients are considered into the protection levels computed by the following three equations, and the key element is the nominal standard deviation of vertical ionospheric gradients, and which is what we'll focus on in this study. So how to estimate the spatial gradients? There are three common ways called station pair, satellite pair, and the timestamp method. Those methods, uh, the station pair and the satellite pair methods, they cannot adjust the baseline, so they are not suitable for some areas. And for the timestamp method, it can adjust baseline, but it contains both spatial and the temporal gradients. So how to separate the spatial and temporal gradients is what we will adjust in this study. Uh, if we have a close look at the timestamp result, we can see that it contains both spatial and temporal gradients. And we know that the temporal gradients are much smaller than the spatial gradients. And we also know that the temporal gradients change more rapidly than the spatial gradient. So based on this, we propose a simple way to separate those two things and by smoothing the time-step method results. So from this figure, we can see that after smoothing, we can separate those uh, spatial and temporal gradients. And after separation, we analyze the results from year 2012 to 2020. We can see that the spatial gradients are larger around the peak of the solar cycle, and it also appears to be larger uh, during the spring and the autumn equinox. Okay, that's all. Thank you.